Hello guys, 2 videos a day. That's our new format for January 2026. We are really pushing. Oh, sorry, I left my jackets outside. See, somebody brought and put them here. Excuse me. I need to put them here. Anyway guys, welcome to a new vlog today. I want to take you out. We're gonna check on the horses and very soon, but this year we will travel. Probably in summer we would be in Europe. Probably. I would love also to go and meet the family where my sister is married or is engaged or is... The reason I say that, I want my sister herself to say it. I don't want to skip things here. But again, congratulations to my sister. Those who don't know is I have 2 sisters. One is called Evelyn. We also call her Winnie. And I have another sister called Di Mwango. She's the one in Europe. Di Mwango on YouTube. And then, my brother that you saw yesterday. Welcome to today's vlog. Let's go check our big project here. So when you see this green like there, you see it there? That means the water is reducing. They need to clean up this area. Let me go see what the boys have done today. I've left my phone charging. I should have left music playing. I like when music plays in the villa. It actually gives a very good ambience, and also it feels lively, given that right now the home is half empty. It's not empty, but it's half empty. Half empty given that my wife is not around and some of my workers are not around. Some have decided to venture on other things, which is quite okay, because living work is part of living, part of work.
Together in one place. So your work goes from Audio turns your projects on autopilot with AI agents that assign and prioritize your team's tasks. So the work is visible and everyone knows what to do. ClickUp streamlines work. From fast-moving teams to multi-billion-dollar companies. See how the future works.
I can't wait to finish the kitchen here. I'll bring you there in the evening. Yes, but for now, let's go out. Let's go out. We have visitors here. I want to run away from that music. I can get copyright. The entire video will be a mess. All right, let's go. Let's go see what is going on. There's some guys that have been sitting here the whole day. I will not attend them. I will not. People have to just follow the simple procedure. This guy has been sitting here, not just 1, 2 of them. They've been sitting outside here for a whole day. They came here very early in the morning. No food, nothing. No, we will not allow you. I'm sorry. This is 2026. You cannot use the old card every single day. No. We will not allow you. Please, guys, I just want you to come and sit outside my gate the whole day. No food, no water, no. But the thing is, I will not accept. I will not tolerate. I told you in a very simple terms that please book an appointment. Please don't do this in 2026. Don't show up here without an appointment. You will embarrass yourself, and you'll just hate me for no reason. But I have to be professional in 2026. Look how Onyx has grown. Can you believe? Onyx is just 6 months. Onyx, you've grown. Onyx, stop, Onyx, stop, Onyx, oh my God, you've grown. This is my mitoto in the animal world. Yeah, Mosi has seen me around. He's running to come and join me. Look how Onyx has grown. That small baby horse you are seeing. Onyx, wacha hiyo mambo. Onyx. Unaishika hapa, si hapo mbele. Hapa. Telling him you have to touch him. Yeah. Onyx has grown. He's now 6 months. I think next month we will vaccinate him. I don't want them to be... Malaika, no, stop! Stop, imagine she came here to... She wants to eat maize. You see, kids... Endo fungue ile gate huko, zikuje. Endo fungue gate huko, nataka nizipitishe. Endo fungue ile gate, alafu ingie ndani hivi. I don't want these horses to be grazing here for now. These guys don't really understand. Alaika, walk. Let me get some stick. These boys don't understand it. I don't want these horses to graze here for now, so that when there's no grass, they can actually graze here. Now they are mixing everything up, but I need to tell them today. They don't understand paddocking and how it works. This horse has grown tall. It's not the way she came. She's grown tall. Walk. Alaika, stop. Stop, girl. Stop. Malaika, stop. 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 Walk. I don't want these horses to come here. I want this place to be a paddock, to remain so that Onyx has gone to eat maize. Yeah, I don't want the horses to come here because Onyx poop now is very good. He used to kind of diarrhea. He just, look how tall he's grown. Oh my God. His poop is very good. Watery. Yeah. Wow. Onyx. Munafungua au farasi uende pande hiyo. Fungua na. Felix, when these horses come home, they shouldn't graze here. We have to leave this area to have grass so that when all other sides are dry or on the weekend, they can be grazing here so that people can rest and things like that. Yes, when they come, they should just stay inside there. Walk. Yeah, you know, these horses are not supposed to graze here. This area is supposed to be left as a paddock. On the weekends, they could be grazing here as we organize what... Okay. Because if we let them graze here, then around end of January, this place will be so dry, there will be no grass. But if we let them not graze, then we will walk. This is Marnon, our stallion. He kind of reduced, but he's actually doing very well. One of the reasons we suspect is because he's been climbing on other females for so much. That can actually make a man or a horse reduce. I need to speak to Nyandege about that. Nyandege, farasi wakija wasikuwa wanaachiliwa kwa hii uwanja. Hii uwanja nataka ikue, ndio wakati mambo yameharibika, hakuna sehemu ya kuchunga, zinafanya nini? Hasa mkilisha huko nje alafu mkuja mulishe hapa. Februari utapeleka wapi? March utapeleka wapi? Tukilima ile shamba. Hey, so as I'm trying to make sense to him. Walk. This horse has grown tall. They are Palusa. That is Ladybird. Pole pole. Close here, Nyandik. When horses come, let them graze here. Then they be washed, or they can stay inside the stable. Yeah, because they just came from grazing. You know, horses, the issue with horses is they graze 24/7. Malaika, in. See, every horse knows where it stays. I've seen really a lot of people trying to talk me out of this business. Just give me time. Yeah. And if you don't believe of what I'm doing, just be calm and see. Just be calm. Yesterday, actually, I was talking to one of the housekeepers here in Kenya. She told me her stories with horses. I felt even mine is better. She's lost 2 very wonderful horses. She lost from, it's called tick fever. And actually thinking about that, I was thinking maybe even our first horse died because of tick fever. Because she used to have a lot of ticks. Felix, there is, hawajaleta ile nini ya kuosha inaitwa namna shampoo. Kesho msikubali. Kesho mpaka mniambie shampoo iletwe asubuhi. Ni lack of insisting. Mimi nasahau mpaka mtu aseme hey boss, shampoo inaletwa. Malaika go in. So what I'm telling him is tomorrow we will not sleep without having shampoo to wash. Angalia hii nyandege imevunjika. Kuja we reinforce. Anko Gutu sijui alienda wapi jameni. Hey, this one is a mess. It needs to be reinforced over there. So what was I telling you? I was saying yesterday I had a very good and fantastic conversation to one of the housekeepers here in Kenya. She's a white lady actually. She's been having horses for a while. She told me she lost 2 of her very top horses from tick fever within a span of I think a week or 2. Then after that, she was racing and she sent me a video. She fall down and she broke, I think, how they call it, one of the this bone here. I don't know how they call it, this bone here. She broke that bone. She's still recovering. Then I realized horses, you just have to be patient with them. Otherwise, people will think you are doing something very wrong. But these animals are very sensitive in what they do. And sometimes, very unpredictable outcomes. Trust me. Okay, let's go to the other side and we see what is going on. Hiyo Renski zisilale na uchafu na nini? Ama hata hiyo nini nitawatuma. Unajua kuendesha pikipiki? I need to send them to go and bring. Let me send them to go and bring. Nani ako na simu apigie Dan? Hey, tell him, I don't know if he has money, but otherwise I give you money right now. You guys go. There's a motorbike there. You go and bring shampoo. Right now. I can't remember even how much shampoo was. Mose, hold this for me. Nishikie here, Mose. Hivyo tu ishike hivyo. Hivyo. Yes. I don't know. It should be like 600 or I don't know. But let me give you 2,000. You know the shampoo that we buy in the supermarket. You know how to ride a bike? Yes. Either you guys will go or one person will go, or you call Daniel to come and pick the money and go and buy shampoo. We will not behave like that. Thank you. shampoo should be like 600. I'm just not sure exactly because I don't want to go there and, or I go for it. Ebu, just give me that money. Let me just go for this shampoo. Yeah, call Daniel and hear where he is. Or let me just go buy shampoo. Let me just go buy shampoo. Sometimes you just have to do things alone. Reason being, amesema ako wapi? Daniel wa pikipiki. So we're trying to make a call to Daniel to see if we can send him to get the shampoo. Or maybe I call him from my number. Or another thing. Ama zioshe hivyo mimi kesho asubuhi. Nyandege, you'll use regular soap because of the dirt. Then tomorrow morning I just go buy this shampoo. I'll go get the shampoo on myself. Let me finish this video. I need to check what is going up here. So guys, I don't know, my glasses look like they have a problem here. I'm trying to wipe them. This boy always wants to follow me. He doesn't want to stay at home. Like right now, I just told him stay at home. He's totally ignored. And me, I want to walk around and see what is going on. Mose, naenda mbali. Wewe rudi nyumbani. I'll tell him to go back home. I told him I'm going very far. Stay at home. Which is true. He likes to follow me around all the time. This weekend we're gonna go do some shopping. Thank you for the person who sent Moses some money. We're gonna do him some shopping this weekend. New shoes, new bag, new sweater, new books, new everything. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. These days my content will be based in this area so much because we are putting a lot of energy here. Serious energy. Okay. I need to bring tractors to farm here. Now these guys, I told them to clear up this because we want to burn. Yeah, this work should be done today and be finished. So tomorrow we focus on other things. I told them if they don't do the job, I'll pay them today and tomorrow I look for other new people. Now they are serious. Naona sasa hivi mmekuwa serious. Saa zile asubuhi yote mngekuwa hata mmeshamaliza hii kitu zamani sana. Saying now they look very serious. Tomorrow I'll get this from here, put it in the center of the farm and burn it down. Actually my idea was to burn the entire farm so that new grass can actually come out very strong. But what I'll do is I'll use these leaves here. You see these leaves here. I'll use these leaves here to actually fix that. See, like this. I'll move it to somewhere here in the center, plus this, plus that. Then the entire farm, I just put it on blaze. Yeah, that will help grass come out very well. You see, like this gentleman, I told them to do this business since morning. So they were really dodging me. So I told them, look, it's okay, me, I'll not push you around. The only thing is I'll pay you today, but from tomorrow I'll employ other people to do the job. So once I said that, sure enough, I've come back. The job is about to be done. Yeah, sometimes it's very hard to supervise everything when people don't want to push themselves to actually do the right thing. One thing I actually admire about Western societies, this one is something I admire a lot, especially countries like the US, Europe, and I know Europe is not a country, it's a continent, but technically in continents like Europe, even South America, places like Argentina, people really do their job. Like, you agree with someone, do this, you'll not come back to tell them, hey, what happened? Here, you have to employ someone. I'm teaching you, or I'm telling you this, so that when you move to Africa, you know how to deal with people who will be helping you work. Here, you employ someone. You agree, hey, I want you to do A, B, C, D, okay? Then, they may reach in the middle of the work and start complaining. They'll tell you, oh, boss, I didn't know this job was this tough. I need more money. I'm telling you, casual laborers, but other workers, like me, I worked in a bank before. Actually, they had to fire me, even though I was working so hard, and I was being paid $100 a month. Yeah, me right now, even some of my workers earn up to close to $300 a month, but they will still complain. Someone would argue maybe the times have changed, money for that time and money for now is very different. But still, the truth is, most people here don't have the culture of self-push, where you push yourself, especially if you're working for someone. Most people want to dodge and the day goes by. They don't even... Actually, most people would love not to do the job so much so that tomorrow they can come back and do the same job. Especially people working with construction. Those guys, you can't trust them. I'm telling you, bro. You have to be there like serious supervision. Or you do a contract, like the way my brother was saying. You tell them, you finish this, I pay you this amount of money. Here they do like that. You do this, I pay you this amount of money. So then you don't have even to worry about anything. You just let it be. Yeah, I'm seeing grass has started grassing here. That's a good sign. Grass has started coming up here very strongly. Yeah. You see my neighbor's farm has a lot of grass, you see. This is all I'm aiming. This type of grass. I'll try even to talk to this neighbor and see if we can let my animals graze here at least a week or two before he should be harvesting. This maize is so ready to be harvested. This is what I'm fighting to achieve. This one here. This one, nothing much. This one here. Oh my God, I can't wait to have grass like this. But it will be. It will be. It's just a matter of time. Hello, bird. They're chilling here. You see this grass? Look at that. It's just a matter of time. Trust me. Hey, this farm has a lot of grass. Hey. I need to talk to the owner to see if he can even rent me for 2 days for my horses to eat here. Seriously, a lot and a lot of grass. You see? A lot of grass. Wow. This one I have to talk to my neighbor. Because if I have this such grass, my horses can graze here for a month or so. You know? My horses can easily graze here for a month or so. See? Plenty of grass. So, as I was telling you, is here in Africa, when you're dealing with people who do casual jobs, you have to be very careful. And most of the time, it's not that they are dishonest. Most of the time is they just don't want to work as much as you would wish them to work. But generally, people here work hard. Let's say physically they work hard. You can't compare them with other countries physically, you know. But the issue here is people are paid per month most of the time. So that being said is most people would try to kill time or to dodge and ABCD just to make sure that they earn money at the end of the month, that they will not commit themselves to actually working to earn. No. You know, this neighbor here, this farm, he farmed using a lot of chemicals. And this is something also that has arrived here in Africa. And that's why you see we have a lot of cancers and all these things here also. When I grew up, even right up to today, right now it's like 50-50. But 2 years ago, this practice where instead of weeding with holes in the farm, nowadays there's a new culture where people want just to spray. They want to spray instead of weeding. So what that actually does is it makes sometimes the maize not to grow because too much pesticides. Yeah. Oh, there's people who got sand here. Oh, look, they get sand from right here. This is very good. There's still sand over there. A very good harvest. Can you imagine this small river like that produces this sand? That's actually very good. I can see sand over there. We are very blessed, guys. Africa, we are very blessed. Let nobody lie to you that Africa is not a place for you to invest, or is not a place for you to buy land or something. The only thing is it has its own challenges. Too much corruption, you know. But nowadays, because of technology and phones, the corruption is reducing. These days you can film a police officer asking you for money and it can be a big deal, and you post it online and it can be a big deal. Like these days, social media has become a police on its own. That you post out there and then something will be done. People will lose their jobs and things like that. Because maybe governments, they feel ashamed that, oh, one of them or someone in the government is trying to do it publicly, but in front of a camera. You have to understand. Because sometimes, yes, for example, traffic police officers here in Kenya, they don't even flinch to ask you for a bribe. Even nowadays, they don't call it a bribe, they call it as chai. And it's like a culture actually where if you are compelled to give, that even if you don't give, you actually feel guilty for not giving. You're like, oh, I should have given him 100 Kenyan shillings or $1 or $2. And a lot of people have accepted that culture. So as a foreigner, if you come here in Africa, trust me, you'll be shocked that is a way of life if you're not used to that. And nearly everything you want to be done, you have to push it with some small money. Let's say you want to do something, let's say you want to arrest someone, you have to negotiate with, it's crazy. Or not even arresting, let's say everything you want to do. Let's say even me right now, I see there's too much grass here. I need to talk to the owner if they can even give my horses to graze here even for a week or so. I have to give them something small. Like money has become part of that, you know. So if you are planning to visit Africa, it will be okay to actually experience what's going on. But again, if you're planning to come and stay or live here, that's a different case. You have to understand some codes of the continent. One of them is actually bribery. It's such a big deal here in Africa. And when I say that, I'm talking out of experience, out of traveling around the world. But the most corrupt country so far been in Africa was Mozambique. Mozambique was so corrupt. Kenya is corrupt, but easy corruption. I don't know if there is even something called easy corruption. What I mean is officers here are more friendly if you just smile to them and say, "Oh, officer, how are you? Sorry, I see you've been working so much today. Let me buy you a soda." That is the sense of corruption here in Kenya. So let's say a police officer stops you, traffic police, and the first thing you just greet them, even if you're in the wrong, you just greet them. "Hey, officer, how are you? Yeah, I see you're working so hard. Sorry, it's been a sunny day today. I've even had some water. Here is water for you." Just like that. So that's the corruption in Kenya. You understand? It's more of friendly corruption. Okay? But in Mozambique, mostly Mozambique, when I was there, bro, people force you. They tell you, "I will not stamp your passport unless you give me $100. Mozambique once told me like that when I was traveling there. So I had arrived in the country from South Africa by land. So I had entered Mozambique by land. Okay? Land crossing border, okay? Then, when I was leaving through a plane. I mean an airport, in other words. The lady, I still remember her face, in the main international airport of Maputo, told me that without me giving her $100, she would not stamp my passport. She said she would not stamp my passport. And trust me, she twisted me around and around. And she told me the otherwise I had is to leave the airport and exit from the same entry or same border that I entered. And imagine I was traveling from South Africa to Mozambique, from Mozambique to Tanzania, from Tanzania, Kenya. And that is what happened, my friend. I had to give her $100. Like, that was pure extortion. And extortion that where you know that the plane is leaving in the next 30 minutes and she's telling you, "Hey, you know, if you're not paying." So for me, Mozambique was so corrupt, and unfriendly corruption. That's what I was telling you. To be honest, I know the problem here in Africa would be that we have challenges when it comes to payment, small wages, you know. And it's because of the economy, because the idea is, for example, me, let's say I have cows that I have here in my home that I milk. If I produce a lot of milk a day, is 10 liters or maybe 20. So there is no way I would pay the person who is working at my place, let's say, I'm just calculating here, per day, so that you can accumulatively pay him at the end of the month. Let's say 11 liters of milk every day. There's no way I will pay him that. So because of the economy and all this, that's why you see salaries here very low, very, very low. And that actually pushes corruption. But again, if you look at it, I think it's just a culture of, I am in power. I can, for me to work for you, or for me to help you, or for me to, not even help, to do what we call service delivery to you, for me to deliver service to you, because I'm in this position to deliver service to you, you have to pay me. You can imagine. You can imagine, guys. That is Africa for you. Those are things that I don't like about Africa. Another thing that I don't like about Africa is, and I say this with love of Africa because I'm from here, I love Africa. If I didn't love Africa, I would have already disappeared from this continent. One thing I don't like again about Africa is just generally people are selfish, but interest based. Yes, you understand? People are selfish, but interest-based, most people. It's not like selfish in a bad way. I don't know. Africa is crazy. Like, actually, their stuff is not like in a bad way. Like, for example, for us, when we are constructing houses here, when we are doing a lot of construction, we have to order cement and sand and all these things. And maybe they are passing this road. The owner would come and close. He will close this road and demand that you pay him something small for you to pass. Something small, in this case, money, for you to pass in that area. So so you see, that is someone being selfish, but they are putting their interest first. They are saying, if you pay me something, this selfishness you will not experience it on your way. That is what I'm trying to say. People here are like selfish, but interest-based. Like, if you do something to me, then it will be okay. I can let you pass on my land, and you can do whatever you want as long as I get something. But you see, in countries like the US, those type of things, government steps in. Government says here there will be a road and you cannot do anything. And the city comes and plans and you cannot do anything. Here, you know, mostly it's community-based. Like, the community can say, we need to have a road here, and then they would try to force their way in. But the owner of the land can actually say no, and nothing you can do. But in other places, let's say like developed nations, the city plans exactly how this road will live and end, or will start and end. So if you plan to move to Africa, those are some of the things you actually have to consider. And what about doing business in Africa? Doing business in Africa in terms of small scale is not a big deal. Let's say you are coming to Africa and opening a hardware, etc. But again, one thing I can tell you is, here, if you have money, that money supports your business, because you are able to pull strings and to make calls here and there, and that makes things easy for you. Okay, that makes things easy for you. That is how life here in Africa is. So, but I'm not saying all African countries, because I've not been to all African countries. But so far, I think I've been to over, let me see, Kenya is my home, 1, Tanzania 2, Uganda 3, Ethiopia 4, 5 Zambia, okay, 6 Zimbabwe, 7 Namibia, 8 Botswana, 9 South Africa, 10 Mozambique, 11 Malawi. Which other? I don't know if I've mentioned Ethiopia. But at least I've been to over 10 countries in Africa, and I see it's nearly a similar situation. Another thing in Africa that you have to understand, police here sometimes use a lot of force. Like, police can come and beat you up, like literally beat you up. You know, other countries you don't see that. Yes, other countries also, they have their own issues with their police, because they actually, police can shoot you and things like that. But Africa, police can actually beat you up. Let's say, even without asking you very many questions, like, they can easily rough you up here. Especially when you are traveling far away from the cities, in the villages, and they ask you some questions and you don't want to answer. They would want to harass you and maybe take a key from your bike. Like, they're quite physical, which is something I've realized in the places like UK. It's not like that. There you can actually even, like, say, argue with a police officer, and you say, I know my rights. Here, places like Nigeria, you cannot argue with a police officer. Somewhere in the villages, they can push you around like crazy. So that's why sometimes people want to be camouflage, where you, even because of the money you have, you end up buying a very expensive car, and when you pass, all police officers just do like this because you have a big car, just like that. Okay, it's not like America where nobody cares about your car. You can be riding in a Range Rover and you'll be stopped by police. Here you can be stopped by police, but with a salute. Okay. Another thing that I don't like about Africa, but this is mostly Kenya, is a lot of people are tribal based when it comes to voting for a leader. Most people tend to look at their tribe instead of which type of leader do we want. People tend to push the tribe things so much instead of saying, oh, if we elect this guy, what work can he do to improve our society? Most people even don't have that one here. Here is, oh, this is my tribesman. If I vote him in, it's like I've voted myself in. And now the problem with that is the tribesman takes a lot, if he's voted in as a leader, he takes a lot of advantage to that. He misuses his position in the name of a tribe. And anytime you want to let's say, get him out of office, probably he's very corrupt. He uses his tribe again and says, oh, you know, they want to remove me out of office because I am this tribe and that tribe, especially here in Kenya. Yes, look here. Oh, I thought there was some groundnuts here, but I see not much. But I found one. We call them groundnuts. You guys call them peanuts. Okay. There's another one here. Things I don't like about Africa. I feel like I should make a series. Like we should have part 1, part 2, part 3 of things I don't like about Africa. And when I say that, I say from a point of love, where I would love to see things improve. Not actually improve, things change. Something like corruption, there's no way I would love to see it improve. I would just love to see it gone. And that will save our country. So another thing that I don't like about Africa, and this could be my number one reason, is borders. I don't like borders at all. I hate borders in Africa. And YouTube, I'm not stating anything, I'm just saying, because I'm using those tough terms. I don't like African borders at all. I don't like African borders. Sometimes I always feel like our misery in Africa, okay, if you look at it point blank, I'm so tired, guys. If you look at our misery point blank in Africa, it's because of borders. You see, in Europe, you can move from one country to another the same way you are crisscrossing your own country. Let's say if you have provinces or you have counties, you can actually be crossing like from one municipality to another, or one county to another, or one province to another. The same way you do that in your own country is the same way you do it in Europe. Meaning you can be in Italy for lunch and dinner you are in France. Or you could be in Luxembourg for morning tea, coffee, for a morning coffee or a morning tea, with a business partner in Luxembourg. And by 1 p.m., you are enjoying another meeting in Brussels, Belgium, using train, okay? It's like few minutes or 1 hour or two, I don't know, I can't remember. But I've done that trip. All I'm saying is out of experience. And then afternoon coffee, you are in Paris, actually, having coffee in the evening. Then you could do a dinner the same day. You could do a dinner in Amsterdam. Same day you can move how many countries? 4. And casually, catching a train, just knowing my train leaves this. And different types of trains, high speed, this slow speed. Here in Africa, even your own mother to go and visit his own sister who has been married on the other side here, and she's carrying 5 kgs of anything, she will be stopped, she will be harassed, she will be called, even maybe, let's say it's rice or something, 5 kilos of rice or 10, maybe they will take it because of tax and customs. So you see such things, when I look at them, I feel really let down. As an influencer, as a person who has been to 75 countries around the world, I really feel let down. Yeah. I actually don't like borders at all. Especially African borders. Those ones, I don't like them at all. I don't like them at all. I don't like them at all. African borders. Yeah. I always feel like we feel so entitled with our own borders, and we forget that when you are in Europe, nobody sees you as a Kenyan. They see you as an African. Then from there, then they can ask you, oh, where in Africa are you from? And even one thing I've always told my viewers after traveling the world, and I got a lot, I got a lot of conviction in my heart that Africa will never be respected until it's built. You see the way I built a villa over there and it's shining? You can see it from here. The way I'm struggling here and ABCD, fixing this, having issues with workers and all this. That's how you build a continent, my friend. And it's not just building. It's a change of how people treat you. You've always seen a rich man is always treated with a lot of respect and everybody wants to listen to him. But when you are poor, even if you are so smart, you can figure out things, nobody cares. And even sometimes your statements are not valid. But even if you are rich and you are a drunkard, you don't care, you talk anyhow you want, you can still be even a president of a country just because you have some cash or liquid currency, or how can I say? You have some liquidity. So that's one thing I've already told you, that one has to change in Africa. It really has to change. We have to build Africa. We have to build Africa, my friend. Without us building Africa, even you, if you are black and you live in Great Britain, still people will not respect you until motherland is built. Until motherland is on a position to you see one thing about South Africa. You see sometimes South Africa and the US, they have issues. The reason they can have issues is because South Africa can push back and say, no, I don't want that. And then issues will arise. But tell me a country like Burundi and the US, they can never have issues because they have nothing to leverage. And it's called leverage, I don't know, leverage. They don't have. And sometimes it's not about how big or small the country is. Because maybe me saying Burundi, you may say, oh, Burundi is just a tiny country. Look at Singapore. Singapore is like a province somewhere else here in Kenya. It's very tiny. But people respect Singapore. You know why? Because it has been built. Yeah. Let me pay these young men. Because they have spent their day-to-day building Africa. That's what we want. Guys, have you ever wondered how rivers flow? You know how rivers always flow? Like they don't run out of water, especially permanent rivers. Water is always like this one, it's always flowing. Have you ever wondered how majestic, mysterious and how deep that is? Like, yeah, that gallon that you see there, it's already somewhere there and it's going, but another gallon replaces it. Forever and ever and ever and ever. It's like a life that never ends. I think in my next life, I want to be water. I just want to be water. I feel like it's such a powerful thing. And maybe I want to be a water in a river. Okay? So that I can always flow. Now, I was talking to my boys, the guys who have been working here. I told them, you see this hay here. Okay, this hay here, it's growing very high for a very simple reason here. You see, it's doing better here than there, for example. See, it's very high. Or maybe I do like this, you see what I mean. And you see on the other side here. The reason it's doing so good is because this area, for example here, we burnt this area. See here? That shows you that this soil was burnt. In other words, is when that type of cultivation is called shift. Is it shift or shift try? Something like that. I need cultivation. Oh, my grass is also growing in this side. See here, I put grass also. This is the grass I got from school. It is growing. Okay. So it's called shift or shift cultivation. I'm not sure actually of the name. So that's why I'm insisting to my boys that now that we've cut down the trees, we will need actually to move all these. We need to move all these leaves that is here or are here and spread it all over the entire farm. Reason being, from the experience there, is we've realized any place that there was fire and then something was planted, we got very nice results in terms of hay growth. So now tomorrow I've told them they will collect all these, okay, see things like this. I can show you by example. Something like this. And let me show you. And bring it somewhere here. Somewhere here, you see? Like that, like that. Then we will put on fire so that the entire farm can be brought down in terms of the new agricultural skill of production. I don't want to use that word to burn down or something, because YouTube may think I'm pushing on violence, which is not true. You know, nowadays they use AI to determine things. So that we get all these leaves here, like this one, we spread them all over the entire farm. And then we light up fire, okay? And I promise you, after that, if you give this farm 2 weeks, you'll see super beautiful, nice grass growing. And then that will be our main grass. Then as that grass grows, we will add some hay. Okay, we will add some hay on it, and also I will bring more of the, how is it called, the organic fertilizer from the cows and not goats, cows, horses. Then I'll pour in the entire farm. Okay. Even another thing I was thinking, probably maybe we should first spread this, then also bring the fertilizer and put all. But the fertilizer, that we will mess it up. That's not a good idea. The best idea is us to spread these leaves all over the farm and then put some fire on it. And after 2 weeks, I promise you, we will see serious results. Serious results. So that's what I was telling my boys to do. Anyway, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're just joining, this is Maro from East Africa. A lot of people know me as Travel Commando because I've been traveling around the world for many years. This year marks my 10th year on YouTube. And I'm in my home here in East Africa. It's called Villa Medellin. I've always thought nowadays that I should add the word ranch, because this villa has animals, a lot of animals, including horses, cows. I used to have even goat, sheep. I sold them because they were eating a lot of my trees in the compound. So I'm here to just build a dream, guys. I'm asking you guys to keep supporting me in all that you can, or by all means, guys. You can send me 1 bag of cement. You can send me 2 bags of cement, because very soon I'll start fencing. I'll start fencing there, but I'll fence like the other side where we fenced. Like, we are not fencing using barbed wire. No, we will fence using timber. Okay, because we really want to create a paradise here. We will use these posts. See these ones here? We'll use these posts to fence. It's gonna be an amazing thing. Just wait and see. I know it takes time to create something good, and me, I want to be as patient as possible in the process of bringing that dream come into a reality. So even this area, we need to put some fire on it, and then we plant grass. I have a lot of projects to come. 2026 is feeling heavy. That's why I'm posting 2 videos a day. So please bear with me. I'll have to keep pushing. I'll have to keep pushing until the end of the month, because I need to. But I pray God to just bless me. You know, sometimes it's not about even working hard. It's purely having God's grace. And when God says He's gonna bless you, He will bless you, you know. Yes, but I also want to show God that I'm willing to put on the work, that I deserve what I dream for, you know. Then you see, yeah, they're still very fantastic, very strong. Very soon we will start. Very soon we will start fencing this and painting. Very soon, very soon, very soon we'll start painting. Actually, like paddocking this, like the other side. You see where the white ones? I realize actually painting it white gives it class. It feels very beautiful, and I can't wait to do that. Wow, guys, heading home now. It's been very nice talking to you. I was telling you things I don't like about Africa, so please watch the video from the start. There are many things I don't like about Africa, but I become the change. For example, this plastics in Africa is like a joke. People here carry things in plastic bags and they throw from car windows, they don't care. You see, like this river now, it comes from the border town. If you go there and see how many plastics are all over, you'll feel sad. So but we will change it step by step, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, decade by decade, and in some decades to come, we will be talking about a new Africa. Even me nowadays, when I post videos of my home and the horses on Instagram, people always ask me, where is this place in Kenya? Those new people who maybe they don't follow me, they have never seen me on YouTube. Yeah, because sometimes some people could be following me on Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram, guys. If you don't follow me on Instagram, the same name as this, I am Maro. So some of the people who just follow me on Instagram and they don't follow me here on YouTube, when I post like nice reels, people ask me, where is this place? And I feel very happy with that question, because that simply means we are really working hard to change the face of our home, yeah, Africa. And also I feel blessed that I am in a limelight like this. In other words, people are able to see me or to see my work. This is grass, I don't know why. It's right here. This is our horse. She's still healing. I refuse to call her sick. Let's check on her. Oh my God. Hey girl. Hey girl. Hey girl. Hey girl. Hey girl. She's reduced. The leg is still I have a doctor here who is supposed to come and check on this horse every day, but sometimes I have to call him, and that makes me really mad. I don't know what's going inside there. The doctor needs to come and check. But I don't know, I'm very sure he just needs to come and adjust a little bit and see. Because I don't want to buy this thing again. It costs a lot of money, and this is like the third one we are changing. It costs a lot of money, like, but she's doing okay. She's improving. Here we have Onyx and the mother. Onyx, look the mess you've created, Onyx. This can give you worms. You're not supposed to eat from the ground. This can give you worms, Onyx, or parasites. Okay, let's check on Rensky. Before Rensky, we have Marnon. Marnon. Yeah, Marnon reduced a little weight. And I strongly believe it's because he's been climbing females here like crazy. He doesn't have, he's calm, good temperament, but he can climb a female like in 1 hour, like 10 times. So that, for me, I believe exhausted him so much. And not just one, he had to climb two together, same time. Here we have Rensky. Rensky has been eating, so she doesn't even want to eat. She wants to rest. Actually, when you see a horse standing like that, it could simply mean she's asleep. Yeah. Let me check on the water. They need to put new water here. But that water is not dirty. It's only that the horses, when they're eating and they drink, they give the water. I'm seeing there's too much grass being wasted. This is Annabelle. Annabelle, where's your water? I don't see water here in Annabelle. There's no water here. And also even this one doesn't have water. Where is your water? This is one of those horses that is growing very big. She's grown. She's actually grown. She's actually grown. And she's growing tall, majestic. I feel like she's growing so fat. Okay, she's really grown. Horses eat all the time. "24/7, guys." That's why you see I'm going crazy every day, looking for land and this and that and that. Rensky's asleep. And if you want to know that horses are actually herd animals, herd in terms of HERD, like they like being together as a group, as a family. Look how they eat. This one eats in this corner, and this other one from this corner, so that the two can interact, they can see each other. Okay? These two, Rensky has to look on the other side, and the other one is on the corner. Her food is here, but she doesn't want. And for her, it's a different story. Sorry, I'm feeling very tired. You see, these boys left this. They should take it the other side. Onyx wants to sleep. Onyx. He keeps changing colors. I don't even know which color at the end of the day this horse will have. He keeps changing colors. He was born black and a white mark here. But now it's very confusing. On the other side, we have the big boss. He stays on his own. All right, let me see these boys to bring water. Okay, I've realized one thing. Those horses that eat from there, they have water. But those horses that eat from the bucket directly, that is like this one and that, they don't have water. So let me ask them what's going on. I hope they didn't forget, because horses need water 24/7. As they eat, they drink water. If they don't get water, they can get a condition called colic. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like with all the stress that I've gone through with horses, it has actually made me appreciate what it feels like owning horses and what it means like not negotiating some things with people, especially guys that take care of the horses or who are supposed to. Like, you cannot negotiate that there's no water. You can't smile about it. There must be water. So I'm not seeing any boy here. That means they forgot to put that water there. But it shouldn't be the case. It should be when food is served, they make sure every horse has water. I think, guys, I'll be ending this video here anytime soon. I want to say thank you so much. Thank you for being part of Team Marwa. Thank you for being here in the village with me. We're going to make these videos like this, but soon we'll start traveling. We'll start traveling. I would love to travel around Africa. Moses is chasing these birds. Umefungua mlango. You see, he's responsible. He knows they have to go in. Angalia ndio ile. The boy here is. Aya, fungeni mlango. Tausi wameingia. Funga pole pole, Mose. All right, guys. Let me end this, having my villa as a very nice background to remind me that hard work pays. Hard work pays. And the best thing you can do to yourself when you're alive or as a human being is not to complain, but try your best. Try your best to do the best in your job. Dedicate yourself. Every day show up, even when things don't look nice, even when the weather is not weathering. I mean, when the weather is not convenient. Just keep showing up every day. Look at this tree. He or it has grown. Yeah, I'm happy that it has gone up like that. You know why? Because it cannot be eaten by horses. I love when trees go like that. There used to be a tree here like this, okay? But it died, so we replaced it with this one here. And this tree and that one that you see over there is the same. So, nyandege farasi hawana maji. Farasi wawili hamukuwekea maji kabisa. I'm telling nyandege we don't have water in the houses. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. This video was not meant to make anyone feel bad. It was purely my personal opinion as an African who lives in Africa and also as an African who has traveled around the world. I just wanted to express myself and tell you, before you move to Africa, please know this. It's very important. But again, I will encourage you to visit and see for yourself what this continent feels like in your own spirit, in your own soul, in your own conscience. Then from there, you can decide if you really want to stay here. But me, I can tell you for sure, as long as you have that passport of your, I call it heavy passport, let's say an American passport, European passport, or I don't know, Latin America, I don't know, tier 1, tier 2, if you have that passport that you can wake up here in Kenya and just say, I'm going to Dubai and you go, I'm going to Europe and you go. You don't need to stay in those cold countries. Come back here, come home, invest, and you love it. It's a nice place. I've lived here, I've been born and raised here. The only thing that is very challenging is when you come to Africa and you want to make money locally, you know, like you want to be employed and for you to earn a living, that will be very difficult. But if you're working for an international, I always say this, to cut the long story short, come to Africa and find a way you can make dollars while in Africa. Then you'll have locked your dream. Sema bye-bye.
Bye-bye.